Hey everyone, it's Kogi from creativekogi.com and welcome to a lunchtime chat. Today we're going to be chatting to Dana Biddle from ColorSpun, and we are trying something quite new in that we are using a new app. So I'm hoping that everyone's going to be able to see us clearly and we won't have issues of, up and down and being cut off. So I'm just waiting for Dana to join the conversation and we can get started. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing really well. And I'm so excited. I've actually only met Dana, saw her face to face a few minutes ago when we came on to just test if this was working. So yeah, it's so exciting to be able to chat to her today. So the one thing about the software, as much as it's great and it's going to work really well, is that I can't see who has come in to listen to the chat. So unlike Facebook Live, I can see you as you come in. So maybe if you want to, you can just say hi in the comments so I can see who's here. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Nikki, I was thinking that you must come to chat to me, hey, because I'd love to show everybody your awesome craft room, which I'm yet to see. So yeah, I think we must set something up where you come in. Hey, Kim. I'm just waiting for Dana to come in. It is a bit of a process because Dana has to click on a link and then come in through a browser, so it isn't the same as Facebook Live. Mary, Belinda, Jane, hi. It's so nice to have you join the chat. Let's see. I should get a pop-up anytime now. Okay, Dana, do you see the link? So we tried it a little bit earlier and it all works really, really well. And I'm hoping that this is going to work out perfectly. So yeah, let's see what happens today. Okay, whilst we're waiting for Dana to join us, let me show you what I'm busy doing. I'm going to just keep an eye on it. So, I've been complaining, well, I can't yet crochet because of the movement of my wrist, but look what can you see? So I'm almost finished with the shawl and I'm so excited. This is a Stephen West design. It's so cool and it's such an easy repeat. Hi, Nikki. How about 2 days? 2 days cut it? Yeah, so this is a Stephen West shawl and it's the Fading Waves pattern and it's just a simple, it's not even like a repeat, it's just a simple knit row, but he works short rows and then you kind of create this amazing pattern. So yeah, I'm almost done with it. I have another project that I've completed. Hey, and who said that Kogi does not finish projects? You can see that I'm actually finishing quite a lot. Let's see. Dana, where are you? Maybe she's messaged me on my phone. Let me check. Oh no, Dana says it's not opening, so I'm gonna do it again. Donna, it's a new link, hey? Can you check now? It's a new link to this video. So the awesome thing about this app is that I can, I've just clicked on Mary's message by mistake, but I can actually move your comments to the screen. It's kind of cool. I'm now Yeah, I'm going to see if I really like it. I'm using the free version, so if it's really cool, I might think about purchasing it. Let's see, is it working? It's technology, hey? It worked perfectly, and then all of a sudden, it's not. So, yeah, there we go. I can't see you. Dana, I can't see you. Let's see. I'm going to try again, invite. Yes. Hey, Monica. Oh, sorry, Nikki. I didn't mean to do that. My mouse is on the blinkers, so it's doing some funny things. There we go. Let's see. Dana is on the phone. She is trying to get in. Now backstage, can you see me? Let's see. Why can't I see you? Donna, can you try this new link? I've reposted the link. There we go. There we go. You are here. Hello there.
Oh, shoot. I thought
You
it wasn't going to be there. Sorry.
No,
Oh, my word.
Oh, goodness, it's not going to work after all of this. And we practice.
Sorry. I don't know what I was pressing. I obviously was doing something wrong. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm here.
Well, Donna, welcome to the Creative Kogi Lunchtime Chat. Thank you so much for coming to talk to me. And before you joined, I was just telling everyone that I've never met you before. That is like so strange. How have I not met you? Everybody knows you except me.
And everybody knows you except me. We're going to have to remedy this.
Yes, I think so. So anyway, today's all about ColorSpun, and I have a few questions I want to ask, but I'm going to ask the people who's watching also. If you have a question you want to ask Dana, then just type it up in the comments. I can see the comments, and then I will just ask the question if there's anything you want to ask. So, thanks, Daphne. I'm so glad it works. So Dana, this is the fourth or fifth video that I'm doing. It's never worked before. So and we tried everything.
Okay.
We have all the best intentions, and we start the video and then something happens. But anyway, so
okay, well,
let's just start with who you are, because I was reading this fantastic story about your dyeing sort of journey. Not dye, well, yarn dyeing. I must yarn dyeing.
Well, we're all on a dyeing journey. It's a standing joke.
Yes, I know. As it came out, I was like listening to myself and it's like, no, I don't want to talk about dyeing, but let's talk about dyeing. So your story starts with dye from a pharmacy. So just tell us a little bit about how this all began. I'm so keen to hear.
It actually began about it was in 1997. My son actually had a really bad accident. At the time, I had a company doing retail marketing, which is entirely different to what I do now. And he landed himself in hospital for a very long time. Anyway, and I didn't leave the hospital for a very long time either. So that company in the end had to be wound down, and I had started knitting again. I'd knitted quite a bit when they were little, but I'd stopped. And I couldn't find yarn. And I couldn't find, well, I could find yarn, but nothing I really liked. And it let it stop me for quite some time. And then I went on a mission to see what I could find that was good and in colors that I liked. So I landed up at the Knitting and Stitching Show in London. I think that was in 1999. And the lady there said, oh, and I was admiring some yarn, and she said, this is not from where you're from. She thought I was Australian. So anyway, I realized it was South African yarn. And I came home knowing that somewhere it's available. And I went on a mission to find it. Anyway, I found the wool. It was wool, merino, but it wasn't colors. And I had a friend Hazel Healy, who was dyeing Angora rabbits long before that. And she was in the knitting group I was in. And she said she would teach me to dye. And we used lady dye and dylon and all those kind of dyes.
I know that. See, that I know.
Yes. So those worked okay on if I was dyeing for myself. But then Rose Esbach, who's a quilter, who lived up the road from me at that time, said she would like some yarn. And I was a bit panic-stricken because some of the colors ran quite badly. Anyway, she then named it oddballs, because at that stage it was. I mean, it was however it came out, that's what you got. So we were oddballs for a while, and then more people wanted and more. And I started selling at the Golden Rand Guild quilting meetings. And I needed to make a label and started getting a little bit of an online presence. And I Googled oddballs to see if the name was taken. And what I found had not much to do with yarn. So that's when we came up with the name ColorSpun. And yeah, I mean, I was a hobby on steroids for many years, a bit here, a bit there. And then I got the stall at the Bryanston Market a number of years ago. I think it was about four or 5 years ago. Up until the end of October last year, I had the Bryanston Market stall. And then I officially became ColorSpun, a real business. And yeah, and it's just grown from there.
So you're not at Bryanston anymore, hey? Everything is now online, so we buy online.
Online, a number of shops stock the yarn as well. Not a lot, but enough that people can get it around the country. And yeah, and then online and through different designers' websites as well, because I do kits for different crochet designers.
Yes.
Can I mention?
Yes, no, but she's here. She says, hi, ladies. Is that the one you want to talk about? Vanessa. So Vanessa was chatting to me a few weeks ago, and I said to her, Hooked on Sunshine, hook me up with Dana. So I think she might have called to say, go talk to Kogi. So yeah, I see her here. She says, hi, girls.
Okay.
Hi. So yeah, I know that she raves about the yarn, and she said something to me that, she said something that completely like gobsmacked me. She said there's over 400 colors. Now, how is this even possible?
Okay, we're a small studio. And I know it's counterintuitive, but that is what makes it possible. I dye to order 90% of the time. Yes. We obviously do carry some stock, a lot more than I should, but I do carry stock. And yeah, we mainly dye to order. So if I don't have a color, we dye it. I have very small dye runs. The minimum I dye of any color is 5 times 50 grams, 250 grams.
Okay.
We can dye more. Our process allows it. It's a very earth-friendly process, which is actually how it started, which then made me realize I can have any color I like.
But how do you get 460 odd colors? I mean, I just know red, green, orange, yellow. So do you repeat the colors?
No.
No.
It's 419 at the moment, and I've got another 6, 12. I've got 24 lying on my desk that haven't been added yet. I still need to photograph them. They're new ones. So
Goodness me.
how we get to this number of colors, I do ombre stacks. I don't know if you, let me
Yes.
show you.
I saw that, and I was going to ask a question about it. I love that.
There you go. That's an
Yes.
ombre stack. So there's 6 colors. They're actually one color, but they go from light to dark in 6 shades of the color.
Yes.
So they're all the same hue, but 6 different shades. So each one of those is counted as one color. So
Right.
So we don't actually have 419 colors. It's a bit less than that, but the 6 shades of each count as a color. Some of them, we've got a lighter than the light one and a darker than the dark one. So those count as extras. And then people come to me and they send me a picture and say, please, can you make this color? So
I think Vanessa does that. I think she's a little bit of a fusspot with colors, but she knows colors. I mean, she's an artist. I don't know.
She's
Is she
fussy
not?
to a
No.
point, but yeah, she understands how it works. I mean, being hand dyed, and this goes for commercial yarns as well, we can get it quite close.
Yeah.
Every dye lot is going to be different. So that's why we always encourage people, if they're going to be making something that needs a lot of one color, that they actually order enough.
Yeah.
That's my
I was going to ask. That's exactly the question I wanted to ask. So if I was making like a sweater or something, I must just get extra, hey? Because chances of it getting it exactly the same is probably not going to happen. Yeah.
And
but now I want to ask, sorry, Donna, I want to ask about this ombre stack. What would I make with it? Can I make like can I knit a sweater? Or is it?
You can do anything. It's yarn. So it's just the shading of the colors. Debbie from the Neve collection uses ombre stacks extensively in her designs. And she's got some new designs coming out early in the new year that are actually going to be using my color stacks, which are colorways. Ooh, I didn't grab one. They're on my website. Go and have a look. They're colorways. So instead of all one color in different shades, there are different colors that go together in a theme. And colorways, those are the new ones. Those are going crazy at the moment. Let me show you one of those.
I want to go and have a look now. I'm writing it down quickly. Donna, whilst you
colorway.
Oh, I see. See, now that is for me because I'm so useless with colors. I never know what to put together. So you've done all the work and I could just take it and make the project. I love that. I'm terrible. I always say that if you give me beige and like white, I'll be happy to design. I don't know. I'm so bad. There's a comment. Let's see. Monica says, Kogi is going to be dyeing yarn next. Watch the space. No, Monica, not this one. This hobby, no. I will probably just be black, white, and gray. So not that. Best yarn on the planet. Okay, that's Vanessa. Oh, and then Kim says the names of the colors are amazing. What are the color names? Let's see. I don't know the yarn. Hey, so I just have, look, I do have yarn, but this is for knitted knockers. This is very plain. So what is this one called? Now I don't see. This has got a number. So what are the names? What's some
knitted
names?
knockers have numbers because they.
Right.
Can I quickly go there? Knitted knockers have
yes.
colors of flesh.
Yes.
We have knitted knockers which use DK yarn and crochet knockers which use 4-ply yarn. And they are 6 flesh colors that we do. And we do that because 90% of ladies prefer the flesh color. And also we can keep control of it because there's a couple of people out there doing their own thing. And knitted knockers need to be dyed specifically on a particular yarn with particular dyes. And then I know you're going to have Kerry Ann on.
I am. But look. Wait. Where's the camera? Look.
Oh, wow. Looks amazing.
Yes, look, and I'm so proud because I even got the nipple in, but we won't focus on knitted knockers, but I do want to ask a question about knitted knockers because you are here. This is your baby. You started it. Just quickly tell us, because Kerry Ann will do all the details about where it goes to and how, but just tell us how you got involved.
Okay, so I met Ruth at Quilting Clarence. Sure. It's a good while ago.
Okay.
Quilting Clarence, yeah. And we hit it off immediately. We actually became good friends the minute we laid eyes on each other. And her mom, not long after that, she was on the committee for the quilting festival, the last one down in Durban. No, the one whichever. Anyway, and her mom had a mastectomy, and her sister in Australia sent her mom a knitted knocker. And she sent me a photo. She said, after festival, we need to look into this. This looks like a good idea. There must be some kind of a need for it here. Anyway, I slept on it and phoned her the next morning and said, right, we're going to do this now. I'll start it, while she was busy with the quilt festival. And I went and read up a bit, and somewhere, and I wish I could find it because it's actually quite a joke, I read that in America, they made 120 knockers in a year. And I thought, oh, we can do this. I'm sure we wouldn't need that many here.
Yeah.
And I dug out all my soft pinks that I had and made knitted knocker kits. We tested a whole lot of different patterns, and we settled on the Australian pattern because it just works for our climate. And and it's easy. So
well, it's an odd stitch, I must tell you. But
no,
once you get going, I'm knitting the next one. I'm going to knit.
Okay.
I think knitting's going to be easier.
Yeah.
There's that crochet stitch that the crochet stitch the getting it into, and I needed to have one done for Kerry Ann, but she fell ill, so we had to postpone. And I so badly wanted to show her one that I had made, but I struggled a little bit with the stitch. But I think I'm going to try the knitted one. It's that into the V,
it has to be smooth, and that's why. We didn't have a crochet one for a couple of years. Actually, it was only knit. So and
but
I just tell you, else I'll end up telling you everything about.
Yes, no, and then I'm so excited about the whole project that I'll ask all the questions too. So let's stop on that. But I just want to say one thing to everyone that's watching now and watching later also. Guys, ColorSpun is the yarn to use. It is the yarn that is endorsed by Cancer. If you're buying a knitted knocker kit, and I know this now from experience, if you're buying a knitted knocker kit, it must come with ColorSpun and it must be branded. There we go. There's like that. Anything else? No. Anything else is not endorsed by Cancer. It's only this one. So there we go. I've done it now. Let's move on.
Okay.
Now wait, my next question before you move on. So it's pure cotton. Are you doing all the blends, like the cotton bamboo, the cotton, what everybody's doing?
I have one. It's called Scintilla. Grab the sample. Hold on.
That's okay.
A second. Okay. Have I got one around here? I don't. Sorry. It's called Scintilla. Yeah. It's a blend of 70% cotton, 80% cotton, 20% viscose.
So, okay.
Okay. I didn't go the bamboo route because there's a number of others out there that are bamboo. So I chose the viscose. And another reason I chose the viscose is because I could get a much finer fiber and have a bigger cotton content.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of either viscose or bamboo personally, because it's an extruded yarn. So it uses quite a chemical process to get to the actual yarn bit. So, but it does take out beautifully.
Yeah, and that goes against you being sort of earth friendly, because you want to sort of avoid the use of all the chemicals and that. Hey.
Yeah, that's a part of it. But got asked so many times if I would do one. So yeah, I've given in a bit. And not being
Okay.
at Bryanston now, it was easier. Although they do actually allow viscose and bamboo as part
Yeah.
of the organic natural range that you're allowed to have at the market. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's the only cotton blend that I have. The rest are all pure cotton. And then I have a couple, and I really only do them as specials. They're not on my website. I don't have a range of them, of the merino blend. So merino blended with kid mohair and silk and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I did have a look. I want to ask my next question now. You know, I'm so into socks. I was so, the reason why I'm so into it is because I was so intimidated by socks. It seemed like such a difficult thing to do until I did it. Now I know that you do socks and you've got some fancy machine, but now I want to talk to you about the yarn. Do you do sock yarn? Which yarn would I use for socks?
I use my merino 4-ply, which is called merino sock stroke 4-ply.
Right.
The cotton is also sock stroke 4-ply. It's I don't knit cotton socks on my machine. You need that elastic. I've now
Yes.
found a
Yes.
source of it. So
Okay.
I'm going to order some. I haven't yet because I know when it comes, then everything else goes out the window.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm going to try knitting cotton socks with the elastic. Cotton doesn't have enough stretch or elasticity, which makes it stretch out. So I use the merino sock yarn.
But are you only using your machine, or you're also knitting, hand knitting?
Oh, no, I only use the machine. I don't have knit socks.
No, you've got to knit socks. There's something about a hand knitted sock.
I'm able to find hours to do what I do. Yeah.
No, I know exactly what you mean. I struggle for hours too. Like sometimes I think sleep is so overrated. I should just keep going. Let's see. Vanessa says yes, she's a fusspot. Is that what she says? Yes. Oh, I don't know what she says. I'm reading she's a fusspot. Roxanne says the ombre stack would be very nice for a crocheted swimsuit cover. Yeah, but no, I'm thinking like a summer tea. So yeah, I'd be very keen to try for summer tea. My only concern is how do I make sure I separate properly for the sleeves? I mean, that's going to take some maths, right? That's hard work. Yeah, I think so. That's a little bit.
Yeah.
Now wait. I want to show you something quickly. This was gifted to me and I kept it so safe. Look, in a box. This is how much I treasure this. And look what I've got. Now wait, the camera. It's too much light. It's too much light. I don't know if you. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna get mine quickly.
So this was a gift. And this has been a while ago now that I got this. Debbie, this is from Debbie. Debbie gave this to me just before my daughter was born, and Natalia is 2 now. I haven't used it yet. I've just kept it safely in a box. So I want to talk about this. But it's so pretty. It's for looking at.
There you go.
Oh, wow. I'm jealous. But now, Donna, tell me a little bit about these threads, because I love stitching and I love embroidery and I cross stitch. But now, tell me about the numbers and how do I know what colors? How does it work?
Okay, so my opposed to the yarn that has names, my threads have numbers. The yarn has numbers too. So if you if you go onto the website, you'll see behind each name there's a number. That's the same number as on my embroidery threads. And in fact, I think my embroidery threads have got the names on the website, but on the packaging they only have numbers.
And I just want to say, guys, those of you who are here from my cross stitch group, now why is it so bright in my room? Because I want to show and I can't, but it's already wound too on the bobbin, so it's like half the work is done.
There's no stranded. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. I don't do stranded. I've got number 8 and number 5.
Yeah.
They are not perle cotton. They are like perle. Perle has to be mercerized.
Yes.
It's part of why you can call it perle. So they are twisted threads, similar to perle in raw cotton.
Yeah. It's
And
beautiful. I mean, Debbie
yeah,
gave me these awesome colors. I've got the pink, and look at this. Yeah, you see now they might have different names, pink and purple and yellow. Um, I need to find the right project because it's just really pretty colors. But I will eventually use it because now I see you have quite a number of colors. So and guys, this is actually
same
very
number,
affordable.
419.
Yes, and it's so affordable to buy this already wound on a bobbin thread. I think I saw on the website it's 10 rand, hey?
10
Yeah,
rand.
and it's like
Yeah.
it's where hey Debbie, see what I'm showing off. Do you recognize this? This is what you gave to me ages ago. Um so
There's unfortunately in the new year, I haven't put the price of the threads up. We
no,
got a
don't, not
shock.
yet.
No,
Just
not
wait.
yet. We're only going to do it in the new year. Yeah.
I must
So
go buy first.
Yeah, order now before the new year.
Um
Yeah.
And I want to also ask you because I see that you also do fabric, but everybody just looks. I mean, when everyone talks about ColorSpun, we just talk about,
Yarn.
the yarn, and there's so much that you're doing. So tell us about that.
I realized when you asked me about the fabric earlier that I've given my boxes of fabric to Amanda. She was doing the quilting meetings for me. And yeah, with lockdown, I haven't got them back, but I've got some of my scraps from what I use. So this is some of my fabric. It's pure cotton. Oh, can you see it?
Yes.
It's a pure cotton fabric. It's a good weave for quilters. Amanda and Shanday actually helped me choose the right weave. It's 100% cotton. It's available as fat quarters and as meters. And then
Mm-hmm.
also I have 280 by 280 squares for quilt backs. And we dye it whichever shade, all 400
Yeah.
yarn shade. Yeah. It can be dyed in 2 ways. I think you can see on this piece that there's shading in it.
Yes.
These
Yes.
are dyed in buckets, so it naturally gets that shading, and there's no controlling it. So there'll be lighter bits and darker bits wherever they choose to be. Or we'll dye it in the washing machine, which makes it more solid. So
Yeah. Wait, sorry. What? Dye it in the washing machine?
Yeah,
Like,
instead of
oh,
dyeing it in a bucket, it gets dyed
yes.
in the washing machine. So it gets agitated all the time, which
Right.
means that
Okay.
these little shading bits don't get time to form because it
Right.
gets moved around in the dye, so it's more solid.
But the shading bits make it look so pretty and unique
I
also.
think
So
so. But
I do
some
like it.
people prefer a solid piece. So,
No, man,
yeah,
that's
they can have
yeah.
their
The whole
preference.
point
Yeah.
of hand dyed and handmade is to have all those bits in just to make it so unique.
Yes, I agree with you.
I want to have a look quickly again if there's any other questions, guys. If you have a question you want to ask, please do post it in here. Let's see. Is anyone? No. Okay. Vanessa says, Kogi, I told you she's awesome. Yeah, she is. Hey.
Thanks, Ness. Can I show you all my
Yeah.
cottons?
Yes, please. I want to see.
Okay, so we have here fine lace. It's a fine lace,
I
and
find the
then
concept a little bit difficult, Donna, lace and cotton, because I always think of lace as in from the like merino lace. Is it very
but we have
very thin?
It's
Is
very
it very
thin.
thin?
Can you
What
see?
what sort of yeah, I can. What sort of hook would you use for that? Like a 3 or a spinner?
Thinner, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
you'd use a 3 with the sock weight, wouldn't you?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thinner.
Yeah.
I have a chart. I have a chart on, it's under yarn on my Instagram on the highlights, and it's
Yeah.
on my page, and it's somewhere on my Facebook page, I'm sure. But anyway, but Instagram and Pinterest is easy to find, and it's
Yes.
actually, it's all my yarns, and it's the standard, the American Craft Council standards, and that tells you which hooks to use. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be a skinny hook, unless it's going to be something very lacy.
Very lacy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's lace weight. This is a skein. Oh, my yarn comes in balls and in skeins. So
Yes.
whatever the preference is. That's a little bit thicker.
Yeah. I see that.
And
Yeah.
the next one after that, the fine lace is half the thickness of the lace, and the
Yeah.
lace half the thickness of socks. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
Take a look. And then that's the sock weight or 4-ply. And then Vanessa's go to the DK,
Right.
which is
Yes.
not twice the thickness of the sock. It's actually twice the thickness of the lace. And then we've got Erin. This is That's a cable plied yarn, so it's twisted differently. It gives a
Yes.
lovely texture. Very nice for knitting as well, and it makes
Mm.
amazing toys. Nice, especially when you want to turn an amigurumi into something big. There's a
Ah.
brilliant shark that Ruth's daughter-in-law made while we were away over the weekend. That's done in Erin, and it's so pretty. It's on my Instagram.
I'm
And
going to have a
then
look. Yes.
after Erin, I've got Chunky. Sorry, I'm battling with the camera here. Chunky
Yes.
and Super Chunky. This one is called Super Soft Chunky. It's very soft. It's brilliant for blankets and that kind of thing, and it weaves beautifully. And then this is Super Chunky, which is a much harder twist. So this is great for mats and carpets and things like that. And then my new one's a
Yes. Which
textured
is not
yarn.
on the website yet. Hey, it's not on the website.
It's on there, but I haven't finished loading the variations.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. I want to find a bit where you can see. It's a slabby yarn, so it's thick and thin. I don't know if you can see.
Oh,
There's the slab,
yes.
and here's the skinny bit. I'm pulling out the.
Yes.
It
What
also, it gives such a lovely texture when you use it. So
would you
that's
make
what
with it? What would you
I
make with
made.
that one?
I made a blanket so far. Well, it's a work in progress. It's not done yet. It's just a log cabin blanket that I used to try it out, but it really is lovely.
Oh,
So
I'm
perhaps
quite
tonight I'll
excited
put a
to.
picture of that up.
Yes, and I'm also quite
Okay.
excited to go and have a look at the threads, and also now I'm keen on the ombre stack because now my mind, I'm a scientist, so I think in numbers and that, and now I've set myself, without even thinking about it, I set myself a challenge to figure out how to get the sleeves to coordinate with the body. So I'm going to knit myself a summer tee and see how that works out.
That sounds amazing.
Let's see. Let's see. Who's Oh, Debbie says she's not phoning you, by the way.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is. This is
Yeah,
taking
so
the
it's not
phone.
Debbie. It's not Debbie on the call.
No.
Now I know you said there's only sort of limited hours and you are quite busy. I mean, I can imagine that Vanessa and Debbie both are keeping you very busy with their projects. Yeah, just what do you do besides the dyeing?
But
For what is your hobbies?
I also
Do you like,
design,
yeah?
which is becoming fewer and further between at the moment.
Mm,
Fortunately, the hobby is the business. So, I
yeah.
really love what I do. Not the admin. I don't like that. That keeps me quite busy too. But the
Yeah.
dyeing and the actual working with the yarn, I crochet, I knit, I weave. When I get chance, also getting much further apart, I knit socks on my machine. I spin
Yeah.
yarn occasionally. Yeah.
If you're looking
So
for an intern to come like spend a week to shadow
you're
you,
welcome.
yes. Okay, yes. I'm
You're
coming.
welcome. I have 2 spare rooms. You're welcome. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I've like now put it out there so that you can't like back down. So I've like
No,
forced you in a corner.
I've had a couple of interns actually, and one of them is running a very successful little business in Australia. And I
Wow.
wasn't the only person she came to. She studied under a couple of well, I wouldn't say she studied under me. She came and
Yeah.
worked with me, but she did study under some other fiber artists. Yeah, and
Oh,
that's
but
my
that's
other
so
career.
awesome. But
Yeah,
don't you get that warm feeling like her success is like, you've been part of her success and her journey?
and she
Yes.
only works in recycled material.
Oh,
Go
wow.
and have a look.
Okay.
She's called One by Me for You.
I like the name.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
by
she's
me for you. That's so
yeah,
creative.
yeah.
I struggled with coming up with my name, and I had something that had, I think it was, the acronym was KKK, and then my friend said to me, no, 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 there's all sort of political connotations with that, don't go there. And I struggled to like come up with the name, and she said, but you're so creative, come Creative Kogi, and then the name just stuck.
That's
So yeah,
a
but I'm
good
not
one.
creative at all. The whole point is to like aim to be creative. um Roxanne says she's going to gate crash that internship. How many of us can you take at one time? She's a good friend. I'll bring her with.
I've got two. I've got 2 spare rooms. So there you go. Two.
All right, Roxanne. If you drive, then we'll go together. Donna, I'm looking at the time also, and usually I get so caught up in the chat that I go beyond the time, and we have. I want to say thank you so much for coming to chat to me. I'm so honored that you said yes. So yeah,
I'm
thank
so
you.
honored that you asked me. Thank you.
No, I'm like, you are
And I must
Donna.
say,
Come.
you've actually fixed my phobia. I had such a phobia about video. And when I agreed, I truly thought I was going to be talking to you on the phone. So, yeah, this hasn't been so bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, of course
I
not.
I was
You are
all,
absolutely a natural at this, by the way. So
I was so
I would like
excited
to see a lot more
and
videos on
worried.
your page. No, no, but then you must do all of your, every time you want to show off something, you must just quickly get on Facebook Live and do a quick little video, because
You'll
it
have
just
to
makes
tell
it
me how
so
you do.
personal. Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's see. What else is there? Okay, there's no other questions. So I'm going to let you go. You must
Thank
have
you.
a lovely day further. And guys,
Thanks. And
you should know the website details, but I will post the link in the comments, and we will save this video so you can watch it at any time. It's also going to be this fancy app that I'm using is going to also upload it to YouTube. So if you've not subscribed to the channel, just click wherever, I'm not sure, wherever the below is. And yeah, just give us a thumbs up and a like. And Donna, thank you again.
thanks so much.
Will you come again
I
to
will.
chat sometime?
I
Thank you.
will.
And I have a long list, and because I don't know when I'm available, I don't know when to ask people. So it's a bit all over the place at the moment. But I have some really exciting people that are coming on to chat. Our next chat is on Tuesday. Watch out for the invites. And Debbie, I'm going to be calling you soon. So yeah, Debbie must come chat to me too. Debbie's awesome. Yeah, she's just such a talented designer. And then I'm going to also get Jen Tyler. So I love her. I love her work also. So everybody, have a lovely afternoon. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll chat soon. Take care,
Thank you.
everyone. Thanks,
Thanks.
Donna, again.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.